Hey everyone, it is Saturday, July 25th, and I am taking Con for a walk in this nice brisk winter weather here. Sorry, covering up the camera there for a second. It's been 6 days since the Houston Marathon, which was my last big focused training block. And I have taken a nice recovery week. Which doesn't mean no running, it just means severely reduced running and all easy running for the most part. So by the time I do my long run tomorrow, which will be maybe 12 miles, then that might leave me with 31 miles on the week, about 50K for the week. And that's only like 40% of what I was averaging for my Houston Marathon training block. But I don't care. I love it. It's been nice to take it low, and then when I did get out in the mornings to run, to just run easy and not worry about anything. Go out for 4 miles, 5 miles, whatever. But anyway, I am going to be shifting gears, and I will be starting a 12-week training cycle leading up to Boston Marathon weekend. And notice I'm saying Boston Marathon weekend, not just Boston Marathon, because the marathon is not going to be the focus of what I'm training for. Hopefully on January 29th, if I can register on time, I will be registered for the Boston 5K, the B.A.A. 5K, which is the Saturday of marathon weekend. It would be April 19th, I believe. And rather than going from a marathon plan straight into another marathon focused plan, I want to shift gears, train for the 5K, focus on something that wasn't so high mileage. I'll still have a good amount of mileage, but also still run the marathon. I'm still going to run Boston. I'm still going to hopefully enjoy Boston, still hopefully run it fast, but it won't be the focus. So I don't think I'm going to be shooting for a 245 or a 250. We'll just see what happens. Maybe I'll see if I can track down Andrew, the midlife runner, and see if we can run together and see what our 44-year-old bodies can do. Anyway, that is my focus. So it will be a 12-week training plan focused on the 5K. You will see a lot of 5K centered workouts. It'll be more of a 2-phase model rather than a 3-phase model, because my Houston training is kind of acting as a base phase for that. But yeah, that's going to start focused in a couple days on Monday with some neuromuscular work, and then a couple of workouts each week, which I can't wait to take you along for. But here's Con. He's going to be the real star of the training plan, I know. Also, it's going to be winter for a lot of it, so I don't know how much run footage I'm going to get in the dark before work. We'll see if I can get in where I can. All right, guys, look forward to talking to you some more. All right, it is Sunday, January 26th. I've just finished my first long run since finishing Houston, which was about 12 and a half miles, a little more than 20K, all at an easy pace, but I did throw in some strides, a half a dozen strides toward the back end, just to get the legs moving, get the neuromuscular connections firing. But yeah, let me just talk about what my first week of training for Boston weekend is gonna look like. 5K focused training. On Monday, I'm going to do 50 minutes easy with 10 by 8 second hill sprints, and that's purely for leg strength and neuromuscular training. And then I'm going to do an easy 60 minutes the day after that. And then on Wednesday, I will have a track workout, although I might do it on the road. We'll see. And it'll be 20 by 200 at more of a 3K effort. And I'm going to start by just doing really short reps at a little bit faster than 5K pace in this plan. And those reps will slightly get longer as we get more towards specific training. And then that's on Wednesday. And on Thursday, I'll have another easy day. No real moderate long runs in this plan. Friday is going to be an LT, a threshold day, and that's going to be 3 by 10 minutes at more of a 15K pace. And then Saturday is going to be a rest day. That's usually going to be my rest day unless I'm racing that week. And then Sunday will be a long run, 15 miles, all LSD. That's what the first week will look like, and the second week will build on that a little bit. Okay, it's Sunday afternoon, later in the day on Sunday, and I'm just relaxing with Con right here. And yeah, you just shocked me, buddy. Static electricity. Anyway, I might change my plan for this week. I talked to my friend Dave, and he might be doing the Little Sugar Creek Park Run in Charlotte this Saturday, and I might shift things around, and instead of doing my Friday workout, I might, just might, go down and do that park run with him on Saturday, and then maybe do some mileage afterwards to make that my long run day. And it would be good to have a decent benchmark for my 5K fitness, and since that's a good flat out and back course, that would be a great place to do it. So we'll see. All right, hello everyone. It's Monday morning, Monday of, really it's the second week of training, because the first week of training was my recovery week after the marathon. But this Monday, ATP hill sprints, which is 10 by 8 second hill sprints with long recoveries. When I say long recoveries, I'm talking about 3 to 3.5 minutes. And we'll talk about why we need those long recoveries. So ATP hill sprints are 8-second hill sprints at complete maximal muscular effort. Think of trying to sprint your best 50 or 60 meter sprint up a hill. And the reason that they're only 8 seconds is because your body only stores about 8 seconds worth of pure ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate, in your muscles for ready use at any time. And then the reason the recoveries are so long is because it takes that long to recharge that muscular supply of ATP. This is why you see weightlifters just kind of milling around or farting around on their phone between sets of lifting heavy. It's not because they're lazy. Well, they might be, but I don't know. But it's because they're letting their muscles recharge with ATP. That also gives you time to clear any lactate that is built up. You do not get into the aerobic system, really. You don't even really get into the anaerobic system. In fact, I started feeling the acidosis, toward the end of my walk break. So the way this would go is I did about a 12-minute warm-up, full-on 8-second hill sprint, and then I would walk for about 30 seconds, and then slow jog, we're talking like 9 or 10-minute pace, for about 3 minutes, and then go back and do it again. So kind of a boring run, not a good run for Strava vanity, or as I like to call it, Stravanity, but it builds those neuromuscular pathways and allows you to recruit more motor groups. So why is that important for a marathoner or even a 1 miler? Because when you get late in a distance race and your dominant muscles are fatiguing, you're allowing yourself to draw on more of those motor groups and use some of that endogenous fuel, think stored lactate, within those motor groups that you don't normally use. So we did this during our Houston plan, and I know that John and Anthony felt strong throughout the whole marathon because of it. Same with Lindsay. So this is going to be part of every plan I do from now on. I chose the Brooks Hyperion 2 for this hill sprint workout, and you're going to see these unplated fast day trainers for a lot of my shorter reps and hill repeats during this plan. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 28th, and today was just 60 minutes easy. That's what I had on the plan. That's what I did, and I came to Davidson to do it because there was a group of runners this morning going out having that same plan. So it was nice to just enjoy some socializing, some easy miles, probably in the between the 8:30 to 8:40 pace. And for those easy base days, I think it can't be said enough that there's not really any such thing as too slow or too easy, because it should be a recovery effort. You're still getting the aerobic adaptations from it, and it allows your body to recover. The hill sprints I did yesterday, not a big workout, but since you're making those neuromuscular connections, that does require some recovery for those adaptations to occur. And I have a track workout tomorrow, which won't be high volume. It'll be 20 by 200, but I should be relatively fresh going into that. So I decided to treat my feet and wear the Brooks Glycerin Max. And I do enjoy running in the Glizzy Max. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 29th, and I've just done my Wednesday workout, which was 20 by 200 at a VO2 max pace, which for me is about a 3K race pace. and that target was about 40 seconds per 200. That is about a 520 mile or a 320 kilometer. And yeah, I'm done with that. 200 meter recoveries, but the recoveries were slow jogs. In fact, the first 20 meters were walks, and then I jogged the rest of it. So even though it was a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio by distance, it was a very generous 1-to-2 pretty much work to rest ratio by time, and the body recognizes time. So it was not really a lung buster or a heart buster of a workout. It was more just an opportunity to give myself 4,000 meters worth of speed stimulus and get the body working at those paces a little bit faster than 5K race pace for something longer than, you know, the strides and hill sprints that I've been doing and maintaining. And it has been a while since I've done a VO2 max paced workout. It's probably been about 8 weeks, because the last 6 weeks of Houston training were very much marathon specific pace work and marathon adjacent pace work. So that's also why this is another low volume workout, because I'm just 10 days off the marathon, so I want to not ask too much of my system right now. Usually workouts like this, I try and do it as if I could do another 10 to 15% of it if I needed to. Like if I'm doing 8 reps, I should have another rep or 2 left in the tank by the time I finish the workout. Or if I'm doing 5 by something, 5 or 6 by 800, I should be able to do another 800 if I absolutely needed to. So this was 20 by 200, and I felt like I could have done another 5 or 6, maybe even 8 reps if I absolutely needed to. And I think that's appropriate for this first VO2 max workout, because I'm easing myself back into it and not trying to ask too much. And yeah, as far as the actual reps, I figured, having not done that pace in a while, the first couple of reps would have been 42, 41, trying to struggle to find that pace again. But my first rep was a 37. And 37 is close to my mile race pace or 1500 race pace. So even though it felt great, I knew it would not have been sustainable for 20 reps. So I backed it down to 38, then 39, and kept most of them in the 39.5, which was target, and felt no need to do a last one fast one, because I'm not going to jeopardize a workout for one fast 200. My shoe choice was the Adidas Adios 9. And as I have said on many videos, for these short, fast VO2 max style reps, I like to choose a traditional unplated racing flat so that it's me and my biomechanics doing the work. I don't need any help from a 40 millimeter slab of super foam and a carbon plate to do short reps around a track. All right, so tomorrow is an easy day, and Friday will probably be another easy day. And then I think I'm gonna try and do a fast park run on Saturday. It's Friday, the last day of January. Yep, we're already a full month into 2025. And yesterday, Thursday, I had an easy day. Did about 50 minutes easy, and I did that in the Topo Spectre 2, which is low-key, kind of one of my favorite training shoes. More on that later. And today I did another 50 minutes easy with some strides at the end, because I am going to do that park run tomorrow. I should have done a little bit less volume, but I was with buddies, so I didn't care. And I did today's run in the Mizuno Neo Zen, which is just bouncy fun. And yeah, we'll see what I can do for a full effort park run tomorrow. Hey everyone. So I did not do a park run this morning. Friday evening, as I was finishing up work, I kind of got hit like a ton of bricks by a virus. I think it's the flu, and was just up all night and feverish, and needless to say, I couldn't run today. Probably can't run for the next few days. So yeah, no benchmark, no race. Thank you to everyone who voted on which shoe I should use. It was a very close result, and I think last time I checked it was the Brooks Hyperion Elite 4 PB that won out in that survey. So I will use that one next week, assuming I'm able to race next week at the Charlotte 10 miler and 4 miler and double down, and I'll have a whole new video about that. But yeah, a little bit of a rocky start. However, the silver lining to that is if I'm gonna get sick, if I'm gonna get the flu in this training plan, then this is the perfect week to do it, because park runs are free. I didn't have to pay anything, and that gives me another 11 plus weeks to train without having the flu before Boston Marathon weekend, the 5K and the marathon. So hopefully I'll feel better when I talk to you again, and thanks for following along. Here's to next week being better.